Hey kiddos, welcome to a 5-minute read aloud with Miss Curley. This book is called Oscar and the Moth, a book about light and dark. Chosen for all of us, but especially for you, Andrea, who found that really cool moth, and for you, Sunny, who loves cats, and for all of us, because we love science. When I'm done reading, I want you to be able to answer this question. What does this book mainly tell you about? How do you know? Oscar and the Moth, a book about light and dark by Jeff Waring. One summer evening, Oscar lay on the warm back step. Moth was just waking up. Where does the sun go at night? Oscar asked her. It doesn't go anywhere, Moth answered. But the earth is always turning around. Now it's turning slowly away from the sun. Oscar was surprised. I'm not turning around, he said. We can't feel it, Moth said, but we can see it. When our side of the earth turns towards the sun, it gets light. And when it turns away again, it gets dark. Morning, lunchtime, evening. Oscar sat up. I'm cold, he said, shivering. Oh, it's because we've turned away from the sun, said Moth. And now we don't have the sun's light or its warmth. That's why it's almost always colder at night than during the day. Just then the outside lamp came on. Moth flew towards it. I sleep during the day, she said, so I don't see the sun, but I love the lamp's light and its warmth. Oscar looked up. He could feel the lamp's warm light on his face. Is the lamp as hot as the sun? He asked. No, said Moth. The sun is our brightest and hottest light. Are all lights hot? Oscar asked. Not all, said Moth, but many are. Oscar climbed off the step and looked out at the starry sky. Moth flew down to join him. You can only see the stars at night, she said. They are always shining, but you can't see them during the day because of the light from the sun. Here is a tiny little science fact that the author snuck in because this book is actually nonfiction. Nonfiction, not fake, even though it has cute little cartoon characters. Our sun is a star too. It is closer to the earth than other stars are, so its light is much brighter to us than theirs, and it looks very big. There's lots of science facts sprinkled in this story. Moth flew towards the street. Without the sun's light, we need other lights to help us, she said. Oscar could see the lights of an airplane, a street light, and a lamp in the window. What are those little lights? He asked. They're dancing. Those are fireflies, Moth said. They are beetles that can make their own light. And she told Oscar about how some living creatures make light in their bodies. I wish I could glow too, Oscar said. This page is really cool. I want you to pause or rewind the video at the end if you want to learn some awesome facts about these animals that make light. This one I think is the coolest. It's a swordfish squid. If anything tries to eat a swordfish squid, it squirts glowing ink clouds, and this dazzles the hungry fish away so the squid can escape. How cool! Just then, Oscar noticed something swooping around. Look, Moth, there's your shadow, he called. My body is stopping some of the light from reaching the wall, Moth said. It leaves a dark patch. That's the same shape as me. Where's my shadow? Asked Oscar. If you stand up, Moth said, you'll see. Oscar got up, and there was an Oscar-shaped shadow on the wall. Oscar lay down again, and so did his shadow. He closed his eyes. The dark behind his eyelids made him feel sleepy. Is it nearly morning? He said with a yawn. Not yet, Oscar, said Moth. But Oscar didn't hear her. He was already dreaming about the bright sun, the shining stars, and the deep sea fishes. All right, here we are on the last page, and it's pretty cool because the author has snuck in lots of nonfiction text features. Thinking about light, thinking about dark, talking with Moth, Oscar found out that light comes from many sources. Some are brighter than others. Many lights are hot. The sun's heat means that it's usually warmer during the day and at night. What light can you see around you now? Here's some words that you can find and what pages they're on by using the index. Here's some more facts that we learned from this story. Now it's time for you to answer that question for me. What does this book mostly tell you about? How do you know? Thanks for listening. You're doing a great job in school. Keep up the awesome work.